Do I get to leave right
I
away?
guess we're live.
Hey.
The whole live thing.
Hey, everybody.
Anyways, I'm leaving for a second. I want to do this right.
Okay, bye.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Deleitha. I am Travis. It is Wednesday, and that means it's boss time!
Hey, we're back. Don't
Maybe.
worry, I might get to leave.
Possibly boss time.
Samoa Joe and Wardlow tonight for the AEW World Championship, huh? Oh,
Yeah,
my.
and then Okada and the boys going up against those guys. Why does Eddie Kingston have to be on my TV? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Can you guys hear us? Everything cool? Is there anybody in here yet?
That person had a sign for they're here for Monet. So if she comes out, I'm leaving. Goodbye. No, I'm seriously leaving.
She's
I'm not
coming
gonna
out.
I'm not gonna sit here and listen or watch the stupid cunt. I don't give a flying fuck about her.
Not about giving a blah 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 about her. There's people that depend on you in our chat.
No, they don't. It's Wednesday. Nobody gives a crap. We only have Walter in the chat for right now.
Hey Walter.
Hey Walter.
Can you hear us? I want to make sure our audio's working. It says it's working.
Psst. Psst. Let's see. Walter has said hey to both of us. Who's on commentary tonight? He won bingo. Got a $5 gift card to Chick-fil-A. He says there's going to be some good matches tonight. And he says Mercedes Moné is all elite. And Walter says, but at 9 he's going. But he'll be here Monday for Raw because Friday he's going to go see a movie again. Damn, just... Oh, there she is. She's already here.
So she's the CEO. That's what they're going by. I thought it was going to be the Young Buck. Well, she showed up like we thought she would.
It's good that it happened at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah, it's great. You weirdo.
Quentin Mitchell is in the chat. Says
Hey,
Logan
Quentin.
Paul announced on his Impulsive podcast that Cleveland is the home of SummerSlam 2024.
Cleveland is the city where we come from, so run, run.
There's
Well, she looks weird right now, but...
Oh, Barfoo!
Old CEO, Mercedes Moné. But she has shown up. It's boss time. It's all good stuff. You excited, Walter? But it's happening. It's official. They're calling her the CEO. We got to think of something clever for that one. Oh, all right. Let me... Oh, why would I be excited? She's just standing in the ring. I'm kind of waiting for her to do something. Nobody else is in the chat yet, so... Why would she quit? Why don't you get your butt in here? She's just crying and holding... Hey! Hello? The crowd's just chanting CEO. She's got hooker boots on that are gold up to mid-thigh. She's holding her heart. She's almost in tears. She's got something written in her hair. Kind of weird. I don't know if people spray paint their hair or... Boston! She's home. Hey, isn't that what CM Punk said? Except for she really is home, because that is her home. Anyways, it's boss time. Sasha is there. Been out for about 3 minutes. Why are you right there? That's touchy. I'm sure they want to fill your heart. Vince is big business. Boss time. The CEO is here. Travis, you ready? I'm ready. Deletha left, but she'll be back. Hopefully she is done with her civil protest here in a minute. Don't look at my water. Dude. She's thanking everybody for letting her be there. She's thanking the crowd like crazy. Maybe babyface boss, which does work. Does she not do the wigs anymore? Doesn't look like a wig, but I guess it could be. She's the reason that you're there. Or it could be Tony Khan paid her money. That being said, go screw yourselves. I'm a heel. Just kidding. CEO chants all over again. It still makes me wonder if we're not going to see Adam Cole's girlfriend show up here, Britt Baker. How much it means to me. How much wrestling means to her. She quit, so it must not have been too important. Here, I'm sure I can do that. That'll help people at home. She named Eddie Guerrero. Nicola's in here. Are you coming back in? No, you don't have to put the thing on. But there's people in the chat, and I don't want to reach across to try to read it. Oh my God, come in with a blindfold on. She's talking about women's evolution, although she wasn't the leader of that. She dropped out at 13. Can you even drop out of school at 13? She started wrestling at 90 pounds. I don't think she's much higher than that now. If she can do it, you can do it too. You're 90 pounds. Want to wrestle. We see it in WWE all the time. She needs to be here. about what she's been doing. Isn't Willow the one that injured her? There it is. She's all elite. There's her poster. It's official. She's in her lingerie or something. She'll be gone in a second, though. She's going to come back. She's all elite. What'd you just say? She'll quit at some point when things don't go her way, but right now it's a high. Leopold, just because that's there doesn't mean you can be there. All right, she's leaving. Get your butt back in here. Can you not chew on my pin? What? No, she's backing up the aisle. She didn't show us her butt. But yeah, she's going to be off in like, I would say less than a minute. Yep, she's off. She's gone. Yeah, they're showing highlights of the Joe stuff. Dude. Okay. Just Joe. What do you expect tonight? What do I expect tonight? I expect to get beat up because we're number one. And sometimes you just gotta try harder than what other people try.
Falling all over Kovac. Carly's in the chat. Quentin Mitchell says Pat got a name. It's Leopold. The cat's name is Leopold. Nicola says, what did I miss? And oh, she's there. And Walter's like, oh no, he's in there. Richard Long, Sniffer, or Dickus in the chat says, I don't understand why Tony has active wrestlers in corporate positions. Tony is a clown.
I don't think she's really a CEO.
Well,
but yes, he does have active
since I just basically saw had to deal with a circus being on the TV and didn't really want to watch it and left. That's basically what it was a circus. Walter's like, I like the new hair color. 2 thumbs up for her. Robbie says, oh Lord, it's time for AEW.
Did you really like her hair color?
Nope.
I think it was just her natural hair and then they spray
Oh,
painted
that fell down. It's falling down. Yeah. I don't know what's going on over there. Up there.
I have it zip tied to the cord.
Okay. Fiend or Tyler's in the chat says, well, hell froze over. Gil says, what's that crusty gold crapper in her eyes? Burgers? There's like CEO, okay, and feels like pretty much Travis for whatever you had said earlier. Walter says Monet, but you're on your jacket. Feels like, God damn. And Vindicator's like, no women in WWE get that kind of reaction. Fans chanting their song. Surprised nobody interrupted her. She might impact Willow's match later. Don't worry, I'll leave then too.
You know, I was wondering if anybody was going to interrupt her, but it looks like they were just giving her her moment. But we do have Willow Nightingale going up against Riho later on tonight, so that should maybe bring her back, but we don't know.
Yeah, well, maybe Willow can bring her back.
Hey, look, it's like Christmas time, but Adam Cole's reading us stories.
I was like, oh my gosh, her city looks like a pipe cleaner cuts up inside her. Wow. Walter says, Leopold, you're on TV. Blood Ninja in the chat. Hey, Blood says, did Sasha come out? Yeah, you missed her. I'm sure she'll be back later. Don't worry. Everybody's favorite. I was like, do you just embrace it and take with a pinch of salt? I refuse to watch anything that dumb bitch does. She's such a fucking quitter. She quits on everybody. Fucking can't stand her. And she's a terrible person in real life, too. So, fuck her.
Nobody cares about people's real life.
Nicola says, Adam Cole, him and the storytelling BS.
You don't like it?
Why are they doing this match first? What's the main event?
This?
That's what I mean. Like, if they're doing this match first, what the fuck is the main event?
Just Joe going up against Wardlow.
Blood says, are you not a Sasha fan? How come? I am not a Sasha fan.
So I would assume that the main event will be the women if Monet gets involved. But
Split.
That's the only way. Because, I mean, if they do the women main event last, it's not. It's because of Monet. She'll either sit on ringside and talk, or she will get involved at the end of it.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm not a fan of that person. I don't speak for Travis or anybody else. I am not a fan of her. I don't like her. I don't like what she did to her fellow colleagues in the business. I think that she's a piece of trash. She's a terrible person in real life of how she treats people. Not a fan. Not even a little bit. But that's just my opinion. I don't speak for Travis. Travis can tell you how he feels all he wants or not. Ravi says, do you haven't met her in real life to comment? And Aoife's in the chat. Hey, Aoife, good to see you tonight. Says, did you guys have daylight saving already?
Yeah.
Or is it just an hour earlier tonight on TV? No, we had daylight saving already. We're retarded.
Daylight's come and you just go along.
Indicator's like, so Wardlow is definitely losing. Main event could be Darby versus Jay. I guess, but it's so weird.
Yeah. I mean, they could do a lot of things. Ah, your sign got ripped up, homie.
Oh, no. I hope he didn't get any paper cuts from it.
Wait, so Wardlow's the bad?
Sure. He's on that one guy's team. So he's a bad guy. They're just both bad guys.
Uh-oh.
He's like, don't go anywhere. I'm going to step on your foot.
Get him, Wardlow.
That person paid to see Sammy.
Damn.
He's been, whatchamacallit, 86th. Sammy. Let's see. Robbie says, DLO, it's hilarious you getting Aggie with Mercedes. I don't really care what you say or think, Robbie. I just don't. Not about that. I don't. I really don't. Vindicator says Jay versus Darby could be the last match, but final event could be Barface challenging Tony Storm. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I think it's a little early.
Talk about treating your women's division like fuck garbage. Congratulations.
Yeah, but they brought her in to do the heavy lifting.
Of what? Of what? Quitting?
The
heavy quitting lifting? Just carry them. Fuck off. Carry them. That's fucking hilarious.
For the women.
Oh, right. Sure.
Ooh, Okada's going to be here. I bet you that Okada will be the main event, right?
The trios one?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Will Ospreay
see.
will be here tonight.
Ravi says the light fell off behind your monitor. Yeah.
It's falling.
It's falling.
It's tied up, yet can fall a little bit.
Eva says ours is the last Sunday of March or something like that. Haha. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about this we talked about it Monday, actually, because Ravi said something about it, too. And then Travis was like, when is theirs? And I said, it's the end of March. People says, daylight saving happened early last Sunday. Sure did. Eva says, I was so confused because I woke up Monday and I thought it was happening Sunday night, but it turns out that must have been the U.S., not us. It was.
It was.
So the U.S. Jason Williams in the chat. Hey, Jason, good to see
Jason.
you. Says, is she here now? What? Can
Yeah.
Tony Khan fix AEW women division problem? No.
Well, he's got the boss, or the CEO, because of DMD. CEO, they're going to have CEO.
The quitters. She's the CEO of quitting. She is. Oh my god. If you don't stop, I will fucking leave.
What are you doing?
Piccolo says, I'm in solidarity with D, by the way. Fuck the Bucks. Them too. Like, fuck it. They've screwed over every single wrestler that should have actually gone somewhere and did something in AEW. Fuck them.
Like Wardlow should win this match.
Fuck. He can't because it's for the title.
Why he should win.
I understand why he should win, but
Joe is the shitty champion. Actually, he's the champion that should have never been champion.
Ever. Jason Williams says favorite beer. I don't really drink beer. Do you
If I was drinking beer, it'd be Coors Light.
Eagle says, you know why? Because fuck up. Robbie's like, yeah, I can't take you seriously when you get annoyed. Cool. So, Just Joe, what is next for him? I'm sure he's gonna win. So
I think
who knows?
this feud will keep going. It's weird that they're gonna have Wardlow lose though, so maybe this will have a disqualification or something.
Yeah, maybe. Jason says, people said on Twitter she got big reaction like CM Punk. Not that big.
It was,
and the only thing that will really tell is the numbers.
Yeah, I bet you they're gonna hit 1 million tonight. It'll be the first time they've got to a million since whatever it's called.
I call bullshit on that. No fucking way. No fucking way.
She's kind of a big deal.
No, she's not. She's
don't
not
like
that
her.
big of a deal. She's not as big of a deal as CM Punk. People talked about that motherfucker for the last 12 goddamn years. That bitch, if she left and never showed her face in any kind of wrestling again, nobody would talk about her. Not one person would talk about her the way they do about CM Punk. Fuck off. You guys can sit there and tell me, oh no, that's not true. Yeah, that is fucking true.
Right. Anyways, yeah, no, she's not as big as Punk. I didn't say that. No one's as big as Punk other than, like, Hogan, Rock, Austin.
Fine. But don't sit there and try to tell me that she got the same pop, because there's no way. No fucking way.
There's only so many people in a
You were sitting there listening, did she? When CM Punk came out? How about when CM Punk came out on WWE? Did she get the same fucking pop? Now, have the bitch come back to WWE, and I bet you anything, everybody in their mind out there would lose it, and then jack off in the crowd and rub their little twats all over the place because she was there.
Why? No, it was nothing. It was loud because she's home. She's in Boston. So everybody there loves her. That's why it was so loud. It wouldn't have been that loud in San Diego.
Everybody there loves her.
Well, that's why they're there.
That's hilarious. That's fun. They love her. That's great. Because that happens with every single wrestler that goes home. They're always just totally laughing.
Depending on their personality or whatever, but yeah. She's still one of the 4 horsewomen. Like, she's still a top.
No, she isn't.
5,
she
6
isn't.
woman in
She's
the world.
not. Not even a little bit. Nope. She got that taken away from her the minute she quit.
Right. You don't.
Twice.
You don't think she is, but the facts are that she's still a top 6, 10 woman in wrestling.
Oh, really?
In all of wrestling. Yes. She's still top 6.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You can't forget what she did in NXT. You can't forget what she did in WWE. She's worked in Japan.
So she was in the biggest place she could have ever been, quit and went to all the D areas. Congratulations. Good for her. Wow. Proud the fuck out.
But when she
that totally makes her in the top 10.
But when she was in the WWE, she was the top 5 girl, is what I'm saying. Now I'm saying in the whole world, she's top 5. Which is still probably.
You're giving her way too much credit.
I didn't say 5, 6.
Way.
6 to 10.
Way too much credit. Anyways, this is supposedly a championship match.
It is. And right now we got Wardlow in there with Samoa Joe. Or just Joe, as a lot of people call him.
They're crying on the floor. It's fine. Anyways, Pickles like Swims, you are now white chocolate from now on. White chocolate. Jason's laughing. Or Robbie says, yeah, that you didn't care. Pickles like CM Punk, right?
So Jason Williams was a point guard in the NBA.
Nice.
And his nickname was White Chocolate.
White chocolate. Now it makes sense. Jason's laughing some more. Robbie says, but some of the WWE Ross are still friends with her. I don't give a flying fuck I don't care how much her asshole they lick. Don't care. He goes like, whoa, now it's not live hour tonight. Well, they try to make her out like that's what she is.
Except for she's good.
No, she's not. Robbie's like, Cola, no, it's not. Thank the Lord. And Ayla says, hey, mother lickers. Hey, Ayla. Aoife's in here, or she was. She's still here. She might be awake. Pico says, hola, Ayla.
It's an hour earlier where they're at, so.
Ayla's like, hi, Fat Lisa. Well, the last time she was in here is because she couldn't sleep.
Right.
Now she might just be in here to be in here. I don't know. What are you doing with your pen over there?
I made a new place for it.
That's weird.
Because I'm cool.
Cat's going to be like, this is nice. It's like, this is nice.
Uh-oh. Why would you beat Joe with a knee? What? No, the question would be, why would you think that you could beat just Joe with a knee?
He didn't win.
Do your damn powerbomb.
He didn't win? That's weird.
So that's his finisher now, is some weird knee?
I can't lift Joe up to do a powerbomb on him.
He can. Oh, God. Almost fell off.
Yeah, see?
Here
That's
he
why I
goes, up
can't do a
top!
powerbomb.
Frog splash! No!
Oh, no!
Wonton.
Robbie says, Ayla fraudulent as always. Ayla's like, Aoife, where you at? Ayla's like, I read flatulent. And Robbie says, didn't know just Joe could move like that. Walter says, hey,
Yeah.
Ayla. And Pico says, there's pills for that.
Uh-oh, there it is!
There are pills. Dasex for some flatulence. Robbie's like, Ayla's such a nerd. And Walter's like, Samoa Joe.
Joe's bleeding.
Ayla's like, to reading pills?
Okay, what's going to happen here?
He's talking about your flatulence issue.
Is it going to be Swerve? Is Swerve coming down?
Mm-hmm. I don't know it's going to be.
Come on!
What the fuck was that?
It's just Joe can't move like he used to. Oh, God. That's a lot of weight on his back. Don't buckle your knee. Don't buckle a knee. Uh-oh, Wardlow might be done. Is he asleep? Wardlow's out. It's over. Wardlow lost. Clean.
Why doesn't he just roll over on him?
And pin him. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That was 11:04, and Wardlow lost clean. I guess Wardlow's run is over.
It's a good thing that Adam Cole used him as his champion. You know, to go out there and try to win.
Like he's the Will you be my champion? Here's my favor.
Wardlow's like, okay! Let me do that!
Oh, that's dumb. I'm upset. Go get him, Swerve. I guess they're not done with Swerve. Oh, Swerve's beating up security. Oh, he hit him with a chain.
It was like, hi, Walters. Haha. Walter's like, yes, fight with security.
I guess if I'm going to have the time on there, I should at least have the right time, right?
Or this was, it made sense seeing how Robbie is eye level to a fart box. Oh, God.
What time is it, really?
It's 6:31.
Why does that say 8:31?
Fuck if I know what's wrong with it.
Well, even with the time change, it's not 2 hours.
Is it on some kind of different time?
Weird.
has DST. It's like daylight savings time.
Ooh, I could do it. Maybe that's why I had him.
Maybe.
And then it changed its own time, so it was right. I'll leave it on the 8.
Travis confused himself. It's fine.
It happened. Uh-oh, look behind him. The real boss. Thought it looks like a businessman.
It looks like he's sick.
He sure don't look like a wrestler.
He looks pale, like he's got the flu. Did you hear what he said? He wants him to call him by his ass name. What the fuck is his ass name? Mr. Buck?
The Rainmaker. He must have watched that show.
Now your clock's off because it's now 8:33.
Just stop. Time stop, you think?
I think your time stopped. If you wait a few more seconds, it'll be 8:34.
Very clicky. Like these guys. Tick, 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 tick.
Now it's 34. Hurry. All right. We'll see what happens.
Having it here.
Sing it.
To you. Happy birthday.
That's not very nice if they did that.
Happy birthday.
Walter says Joe just kicked a guard. And Robbie says, Ayla, did you enjoy farting out of your mouth? Piccola says, since we talked about on Monday, I looked some metal and alternative from the 90s. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Walter says it's 8:32. Now it's 8:33. Now it's 8:34. We're good, Walter.
Now
we got
just
it.
All zeros.
Piccola says no vacancies. Ayla's like, no, Robbie.
There's a cat.
Annoying as per usual.
He's like asleep with his head sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin from Boston. What's your favorite beer? Did you answer?
I don't have one, so I can't answer
Like
that.
some weird bitch beer. Like a wine cooler type beer.
I don't even like those, really.
I was a Coors Light guy. Or a Coors Original, actually. But Coors Light would work. Coors Originals were really cheap at the bar back in the day. They were like a buck. Everything else was like $2.
Right.
I just drank Coors. And it wasn't to save money. It tasted better. So my grandpa drank, and it's like what we used to steal out of the fridge when we were kids.
Right.
It just tasted better.
That's funny. I'm pretty sure I have pictures of my dad drinking it was Olympia
Yep,
beer.
my dad was drinking that.
That's what mine.
It's like gold.
Mm-hmm.
Gold and red. Almost like OE.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I've ever even tasted it.
I don't know. I'm sure it changed as time went on, but I just remember when I was little, and I have pictures of my dad, like in the 70s and 80s, drinking Olympia beer.
Why would you have that swing set stuff in your front? Kind of tacky.
Maybe you don't have a backyard. You know?
Yeah. Stupid pet tricks. of business going on tonight.
Hmm.
The EVP.
It was like, no, Robbie, well, maybe. And Robbie says, happy birthday, all the best. God bless. Who are your birthday in? I was like, do you drink water? H2O, basically. Then Pickle says, better not be Prime. Yeah, that's I've never drank that stuff. Like, very rarely do I ever even try that kind of stuff, let alone drink anything like it. Hydration drinks or energy drinks or anything. Walter says WWE 2K24 has casket match and trash can weapon and guitar.
Nice.
Robbie says, get a real drink, man. A Guinness will put hair on your chest. Ew.
I don't want to not enjoy drinking. Not that I drink anymore, but if I was to drink, I don't want to not enjoy it.
Walter's booing the Young Bucks and he boos Okada too. I feel like they're doing their card ass backwards tonight.
Mm-hmm. Working the way down.
Mm-hmm. To the garbage at the end.
What is it? Let me flip. The Rainmaker.
Like, I swear sometimes your mind wanders. Travis was just singing happy birthday. It's because there was a guy earlier today talking with the Bucks and Okada and they made him sing happy birthday. I don't know why.
It's Okada's birthday.
There you go. That's why.
But you had to use his whole name. But I don't know his first name. Okada or something. It's Okada.
I didn't hear what she said, so. Oh, Walter says, is that real money? I want it.
No, it's Buck money. It's got the Young Bucks on it. Because they're not deer, they're money, like bucks. It's happening.
Walter says, is that real money? Want it? Oh, I read that. Ayla's like, Guinness is foul. Walter says, Penta team for the win. Ayla says, what are you eating, D? I'm having cheddar cheese, pepperonis, and an apple.
Sandwich.
No sandwiches.
No, you stack together.
What is? The apple is...
It's food.
The only thing I stack together is the cheese and the pepperoni. Yes.
And Eddie gonna come out by himself, I guess? Oh, I guess they're all coming out by themselves.
Robbie's like, well, you probably had it warm out of a can. Walter's like, Pac is back in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back from his injury.
I thought he was just filming another Lord of the Rings.
Right? They have been talking about remaking it.
One of the Orcs.
Maybe.
He could be the leader of the Orcs.
Yeah. Robbie says, what happened to Kenny Omega? He's got diverticulitis.
Just think about it. You wouldn't even have to put makeup on.
No, he
wouldn't. He just shows up to work. Everybody else has to put makeup on for hours. He's just there ready.
It was like, does it come in a can? I tried it when I baked chocolate cake cold in a glass bottle. I was like, yeah, a glass bottle is better. It was like, I'm genuinely asking about the can because I don't like dark beer or beer. That's probably why you didn't like it.
I gave McKenna beer when she was a kid. And she's like, tastes like rotten bread. Like, well, at least you broke down the ingredients. That's exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm.
My gosh.
Walter's like, so Miro and CJ got divorced?
I don't know if they're divorced
I don't know.
yet,
Yeah, I
but
thought they're
one.
just getting a separation for
They're
now.
getting a divorce. Well, at least that's what the internet says. They were married for 7 years. It feels like it was a lot longer than that. It feels like they've been at WWE for 7 years.
Right.
It's really no loss for Miro. And how he referred to her, it was like she was just a piece of meat anyways. My flexible wife. He'd say things like my double jointed, all that kind of stuff.
Vindicator says my boy Eddie Kingston just keeps grinding and doing his thing. Much respect. He actually got trolled online for just being himself. Cowardly keyboard idiots. You mean he was himself and he got trolled? Why does that not surprise me? Good for them. Did he go cry about it in the corner? I thought he was a big tough guy from New Jersey.
He's from Jersey. Him and Liv Morgan are probably bed buddies. Like bunk buddies, not bad.
Robbie says, yeah, in a can with a widget. What the fuck? Walter's like, MJF is still out injured. Huh.
Uh-oh.
Robbie says the US version of Guinness is ass, but the Irish one is way better.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Would you order it from Ireland? Can you order alcohol over the internet? Like in the country?
I don't know. I mean, if I went to Ireland, I'd probably give it a try, but that doesn't mean I'll like it.
I don't know if I would. There's too much
It might be a waste. I have to bring somebody with me who will drink it.
All right, here we go. Penta into the ropes. Jackson following him. Oh! Kicked him right in the face. Old Nicholas. Like St. Nick. That's why he's in red.
Weird. It says widget question. Vindicator says, would be no loss for CJ either. Miro is an afterthought nowadays.
Yeah, absolutely. She probably just upgrade on one of her OnlyFans or something and do deeper OnlyFans accounts.
Walter says March Madness is starting. Good teams. Robbie says, yeah, widget to settle the head how it's poured. Ayla says, according to Google, it's all the same unless you're in a bar because of the pouring. That sounds about right. Trying to gaslight us into thinking it's something different over there.
It's always different.
Vindicator says, so funny that both Penta and Jackson brother are wearing all red.
Yeah. But it lets me know that it's Nicholas and this one's Matthew. Matthew's in the black because Nicholas is old St. Nick and it's red. So I'll be able to remember that through the night. But they'll probably wear something else next time.
Right.
Comes Ed and Eddie.
Oh, Walter. Nick Jackson won't have kids tonight. Perfect. That's funny. Ooh, Walter's on a roll tonight. Jokes.
Oh, they're just going to do their slap thing.
Robbie says, no, but you can get the Irish Dublin's ones in most shops. This is Irish bartenders know better, I guess. I don't know if I ever get to go over there. I'll try it. Right.
Aren't you going to a wedding over there? Not there, but Italy. Close enough. You just stop by. It's honestly like going to like Salt Lake. The whole Europe. Just down the road. Their countries are the size of our states.
Right? Robbie says, I know because I have been drinking Guinness for a long time on and off, LOL. It was like, am I going to a wedding there? Are you going to a wedding in Europe
Isn't
somewhere?
Jordan's sister getting married somewhere in another country?
Or did all that fall through?
The road to the Final Four is here.
Walter says AEW Rampage Friday night and AEW Collision Saturday. Do we have anything this weekend?
I don't even know what day it is.
Today's the 13th of March.
Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day on Sunday.
Anything else? Besides what we have been doing on Sunday. I'm talking
Right.
about Saturday or
I don't think so.
new people coming over besides.
What a feeling. Trying to plan.
What?
Said why? What are you trying to plan?
Nothing. That's the point.
Hooah!
I was just making sure I didn't have to do anything. This is, oh, George's little sister. And no. No. What do you mean no? Walter says, I'm getting used to the time change. I never miss work. Me neither, Walter.
I'm surprised when you look up dicks.com, it's not something that's completely inappropriate.
Robbie says, Ayla, not the bridesmaid. No. It was like, so she thinks we can afford it. Also, she wants us to stay for a week, but someone has to watch the butcher shop. So either her brother doesn't go or her parents. So her parents are going if they choose to go through with it. Honestly, I don't want to go to a Mormon destination wedding. How can it be Mormon? I thought they were living out of wedlock.
Are they getting married in a temple in Europe?
Did you say you can't?
But are they getting married in a temple in Europe?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can they even have a wedding like that if they're living out of wedlock? They're like living together, cats and dogs.
Boom.
Walter says, good, more matches still to come.
Heck
There's
yeah.
one still happening,
Yeah,
supposedly.
we're 7 minutes into this one.
I don't know how good it is, but it's still happening. It was like she's not practicing Mormon. I'm just poking fun. Oh, okay. Robbie says, Ayla, you can afford it. You have cash on the hip. Oh, yeah. Everybody does. Just to run over to fucking Italy. Hang out there.
It's cheap over there. They want you to live there. You can just go over there and live. They'll pay for it. I'm serious. They need their population back up. They lost all their old people.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have been so stupid about something.
Uh-oh. Exploder. Yeah.
Is it still up in the air of them even doing the destination wedding? I mean... Ayla says, I don't, Robbie. I have 2 kids and I work 2 days a week for a total of 13 hours. Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Monday for Raw. Sorry, busy on Friday. You said you're going to go see a movie. Well, have fun watching your movie, Walter. You'll have to tell us all about it on Monday.
Yeah. Wasn't it a comedy? Or is that last week's video?
I thought it was Kung Fu Panda 4.
Is that this week?
I don't know. I think it was last week.
Oh, what a feeling.
It was like, I don't know, nothing. I mind my business. Whatever, bitch. You know shit. They tell you everything. Little gossip queen. Vindicator's like, bye, Walter. Don't worry. You won't miss much. No, he won't. Not tonight or Friday. Robbie says, yeah, stop buying your husband treats and you can afford to go. Robbie's laughing and Ayla's like, right?
Uh-oh. Nicholas is in there. Crossbody. By Penta. Nicholas misses the clothesline. Sling blade. Sling blade. Penta double DDT. Okada kicks him in the belly. Throws him into the corner. Follows him up inside. Uh-oh. Backbreaker. Nope. Oh, little thrust
But
kick.
here's like, dang, man, why is March flying by so fast? It's because you're old.
It's been a quick year. I think January was short, February was short, March is terribly short.
Ayla says it's less about money and more about I'm a homebody. I want to stay in my home. Well, you know.
I mean, it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with a reason to go. Oh, coup de grace. Little 450. Nicholas gets saved by Okada. Because Okada's so cool.
Yeah, that's there.
That's not an amazing wrestler. That's a gymnast. There's a big difference. A wrestler is somebody that can cut a promo, that can look the part, and can move in the ring against big guys and small guys.
Robbie says, do you ever like crispy onions on your food? What are you talking crispy onions? Like they're deep fried or something with like batter on them kind of thing?
Or like raw.
Or like raw crunchy onions.
Oh, DDT.
Ayla says, what if I miss my shows? Robbie's like, even Ayla is short. It was like someone might die or get married on General Hospital. It's true.
I can give you an app to watch while you're there.
Aoife's back in the chat. Aoife
Oh,
says,
God!
hi, Ayla.
Head first. By Matthew.
Robbie says, Ayla, you just get D to DVR them for you. I don't have a DVR, buddy. All right. No DVRs from me, my friend.
Nicholas up into the rope, slingshot.
Of nothing.
Ed and Eddie. Here he comes. Matthew gets in the way. Nicholas from behind. Kicks him right in the nards. Riptide. Right into a clothesline. 2 and 3. Ed, and Eddie lose it. That's terrible. Little 12-minute match. So his move is the Rainmaker, and it's a clothesline. That's the best they can do. What's your finishing move going to be?
I'm going to do a clothesline, and I'm going to call it the Rainmaker. So afterwards, I'm going to be like, make it rain!
Ring dance!
Exactly. He knows how to do it.
Old Ed, and Eddie.
It says just deep fried like they put on hot dogs.
They put onions on hot dogs. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Aren't those raw?
Well, I mean, you can, but he's talking to like onion rings, basically. Like that type of thing. Putting them on food. So I've never had them on my food. I've eaten them. Like we have like bloomin' onions, which are just a large deep fried onion with batter on it, deep fried. You take the little petals off and dip them in sauce. And I've had onion rings and stuff like that. But I've never taken like the onions deep fried and put them on my hamburgers or anything. I'm sure it would be good. I like sauteed onions on my burgers. I'm sure. I like regular raw crunchy onions on my burgers, so I don't see why not. I've just never gone to a store and been like, hey, put that, or had a burger to put it on. And the reason why I haven't is because the burgers that they tend to put them on are what they call Western burgers. And they take, whether it's chopped onions that are deep fried with batter on them, or onion rings, because it's kind of the same fucking thing. You can say not onion rings, but it's basically the same thing. We're deep frying them in any way. It's kind of like that. they always have their hamburger they put it on. Is it called a Western burger of some kind? And they put barbecue sauce on it. And I am not a huge fan of barbecue sauce on my hamburgers. Like, I'm just not very much a fan of it. Now, that's right up Travis's alley. He likes that kind of stuff. If he still ate gluten stuff and deep fried things and everything like that, he would probably love that. He'd be like, yeah, Western burger. He'd be all over it like, flies on poo. But in a good way. Because if they had barbecue sauce, because he really likes barbecue sauce. So Ila said hi, Aoife. Vindicator says, I hope they don't bury Okada in a bunch of 6-man matches. He needs a single run to chase that international title. Aoife says, sorry, I'm kind of popping in and out of the chat. If I don't come back, I'm probably asleep. Well, there you go. Robbie says, why not? Aoife says, how are you, Ayla? Ayla says, I'm alive. How are you? Robbie says, Jay White, yo. And Vindicator says, you often set the bar very, very low, Ayla. Ayla says, Robbie was talking crap about Irish beer earlier. Rude. It was like very low. And Aoife says, oh, God. So not good. Then, haha, I'm okay. Alive as well, I guess. That's the main thing. Aoife's like, which beer? It was like Guinness. Robbie's like, not onion rings. But it's pretty much the same thing. If you're going to say they're deep fried, then they're like onion rings. I don't care what size it is. It's like an onion ring. Because you take a slice of onion, you put it in a batter, and you deep fry it in oil. Fucking onion ring. Whether it's in a ring shape or not. Aoife says, I actually don't like Guinness either. I'll laugh my ass off. It tastes like yeast. Unless you're talking about like weird little onion, those weird things called. No, they come in a can or a plastic container, and people put it on top of casseroles or something. They're like little pieces of onion, but they're like crispy, like really, really crispy. They're crispied onions.
Bacon onion? I don't know. Bacon, but onion.
Kinda.
Never.
But they're in a jar kind of thing.
Ooh-ah. So they have Edge, they have Okada, they have Jay White. Who's the guy that they just brought in? Oh, I didn't know those were though. I thought they were just. Who's the guy they just brought in? Will Ospreay.
They look like that.
Sasha Banks.
And if you're talking about...
Anyways, it's crazy how many free agents they brought in just over the last little over a year. And here he comes, Will Ospreay. Speak of the devil, and he will appear.
Aoife says, I actually don't like Guinness either, La Massa. It tastes like yeast. Robbie says, Ayla, just stick to your fruit juice. Aoife says, stout is disgusting, to be honest. It's an acquired taste, everyone says. Aoife says, Ayla, have you ever tried it? Ayla's like, he said verbatim, Irish Guinness is disgusting. They don't know anything about beer. Robbie's like, I didn't ask about barbecue sauce. I didn't say you did. I'm just telling you the type of burgers they usually put those type of onions on. Aoife says, well, Guinness isn't a beer, so he's wrong about that. Ayla says, I hate it, Aoife. I'm just stirring the pot. It was like he's dumb. Vindicator's like, let's hear Travis say yeet real loud.
Yeet!
Robbie says, Ayla, it's Americans that don't know about drinks with their Bud Lights, LOL. Aoife says, do you guys have Coors, Ayla? And Ayla's like, that's not what you said.
Yeah,
It was like, we do, Aoife. Yeah, it's made in the state right next to us, basically. Old Coors. From the Rocky fucking Mountains, bitches. Of Colorado.
Yeah.
Robbie says, Brian, oh no, not a 45-minute match. AEW, will you get it right that no one wants to see this crap? Aoife says, I knew nothing about beer and cider, all that, until I started working in a bar. Sophie's in the chat for a second, says, hi, did you hear someone named Thunderbolt is going into the WWE Hall of Fame? That's the first person I never heard of before.
Nope, never heard of that one either.
Ayla says, I don't know anything about beer. And Sophie says, Cleveland, Ohio is getting SummerSlam. Aoife says, same. I know it's yellow, and that's it. Sophie says, why don't I see the chat on the screen? Yeah. Did you not put the chat with it tonight?
I thought it was on there. I didn't look. Cool. I didn't even notice. I can play with it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, where's the thing that it's on or whatever? Oh.
Maybe it's behind it. The video capture device. There?
Yeah, that'll work. Oh, not your clock. There's that better? Is that what you wanted to see forever?
My clock's gone. The wrestling gab things are on the screen too.
Ava's like, oh my god, is it? Never knew that. Yeah, Coors is from the States. Eva says, I am so uneducated in alcohol for someone who works in a bar. It's fine. Eva says, we have a lot of different types of beers from all over the world, and they all taste like trash. Sophie says, WWE is thinking about having their pay-per-views start an hour earlier. Jordan says, you play ball like a girl. Robbie says, Ayla, you drink meat juice. And Ayla says, you look like a girl, Jordan. Aoife says, yeah, beer all tastes the same to me. Not nice at all. I'll stick to my vodka. Sophie says, yay. And Robbie says, we don't need the chat on screen. I like the new look. Ayla says, what the fuck is that, Robbie? Robbie's like, looks better without chat. Sophie says, someone from General Hospital from the 80s died today. People says, I'm getting older and my hearing is not getting better. Sophie says, how is AEW so far? And Robbie says, Ayla, you like meat juice. And Pico says, so thank you.
There, now it's the best of both worlds.
What happened? What do you mean better? So thank you. Now I can be part of the chat. Oh, is it because is that? I'm sorry. Ayla says, I do like the screen without the chat. It's bigger. Yeah. Ayla says, tell me about it. I'll be 73 this year and only half of 1 year works. Jesus.
Bruv. He's got a feeling. How does that make sense? The best wrestler in the world and the best wrestler of the 21st century.
Did we say he was smart? Is that part
Whatever,
of his
bruh.
resume?
I was addicted to saying bro when I was younger. So it wouldn't be that hard to switch it over to bruv. Don't plan on dying, bruv. I'm gonna have to listen to his promos and be able to cut one like that. They're chanting bruv. He's like American crowd. So stupid.
He goes like, right? It was a question, the right or left, Ayla. Robbie says, Travis, it looked better when you had it bigger with the chat slightly smaller.
I didn't change the chat size.
And so he says, so we are getting 2 WWE pay-per-views in August. It says, anyways, they found concrete proof the earth is flat. Sophie says, did Sasha Banks debut for AEW yet?
She did.
Ayla says, left. Phil says, tell it like it is, bruv. Bobby says, Ayla, is the customer's always right? And people's like, well, we know one thing. This damn promotion is the most international of weirdos. True that. Ayla's like, make it different every stream, Travis. Right?
What I did is I
throw people off, make them have
I
meltdowns and anxiety.
I hooked my old computer back up. Hopefully it's not buffering for you guys. Better?
Okay, this Thunderbolt is an interesting choice for the Hall of Fame since a lot of people probably never heard of him. It will saying Sasha Banks will give AEW 1.5 million viewers. And Piccolo says, having a seizure, lol. It was like, surprise us, leave us on the edge of our seats, keep him guessing. Piccolo says, can't say it's worse. And Sophie says, I like that Travis indeed changes the format every once in a while. Or he says, do it again, Travis. Robbie's like, nah, 480p won't buffer.
It's not at 480p. That shit should be streaming at 1080 at least. This is a different computer.
Indicator says, yeah, so either Jericho's matches last or Willow versus Riho. Robbie says, it's cool either way. And Sophie says, I can't wait for SmackDown.
It's coming.
Piccolo is saying this is a dream match.
Ooh, Okada and Daniel or Jay White?
Jay and somebody, I guess.
Bing bang, Sissa gang.
I don't know who it is. Darby.
Darby the house, though. I guess it's only 7:20. I can fix that later. So Darby the house elf is wrestling right now. So what is the main event going to be? Unless this lasts a fucking hour. Oh, the girls.
Sophie says, so the World Championship isn't the main event? Nope, they already had it.
No, they already had that too.
They did their whole card ass backwards tonight. Robbie says, yes, it is. Piccolo says, can't wait for this idiot to fly through fire or something. Sophie says, Roman Reigns will be on the Pat McAfee show next week. Robbie's like, 7:20p, my bad. And Ayla's like, I'm leaving. Okay, fine.
Like a tree.
Get the fuck out. Get out. Get the fuck out of my chat. Don't let the door hit you on the butt on the way out. Piccolo's like, bye, bruv. Minicare's like, over under 3% chance Darby crashes into more glass tonight. Piccolo says, take care of that good ear, Ayla. Aoife's like, if Ayla leaves, so do I. Aoife laughing. And Sophie says, Pat McAfee as his talk show friends will be part of the DLC pack for 2K24 when they announced that today. Piccolo's like, Aoife, keep me company. Right? Aoife's like, I might stay for a bit longer. Robbie's like, Cola, don't leave too.
So good in here.
Yeah, you guys. Just leaving. On a jet plane. They started this match between Darby and Jay. Darby doesn't seem to really care. Those are some gigantic sutures.
Yeah, in his kidney area.
So they messed up the match placement tonight. So you think this is because of Sasha for some reason? Don't really care. Eva says, I got to vote in a referendum last weekend. Felt like such an adult. Voting! Awesome. People says, that's totally a target. Yeah. Sophie says, this sounds like another Flip the Channel episode.
Who else? What's her name's there if you like Sasha Banks? Yeah, he was just Sophie. He was just a wrestler that wrestled in the 60s and 70s.
Thunderbolt.
They're probably just going to be letting in some deeper legends. They do that. You know, like older people that nobody knows. I have a whole DVD about him right here. Not about him.
People's like, who?
It's the
His name's Thunderbolt.
Glory Days of Wrestling. He'd be on here probably.
Robbie says, wasn't Darby tucking into Gigi Dolan? I don't know. Pico's like, it really don't matter. No, it doesn't. It matters so much, Piccola. How dare you try to say it doesn't matter?
Thunderbolt's a weird one. It's Patterson, though.
Pickle says, lightning heard what he was very, very frightening. So he says, finally all the Sasha Banks fans will come on over to watch AEW.
I don't know if they will.
Pickle says, so is Galileo. Galileo. Eva says, I felt like I'd changed something major walking out of the voting thing, as if it wasn't the most random referendum that no one actually understood, but I don't care. I still did it. That's right, you got to exercise that right, or you'll lose those rights. I don't know how it works there, but here it would.
Yeah, make sure you vote. Darby's got like an outfit on the junior high girl would wear.
Oh. Cover his top's in the wrong spot.
Well, I meant with the top on.
No, his wraps would be a top.
For a junior high girl?
Sure. And Vindicator's like, Pickle quote Dwayne Johnson these days, huh?
Oh, Jesus
Pickle's like,
Christ.
holy shit. Sophie says, let's see how long until Sasha B. And Pickle says, Jay White is that monster. Sophie says, I meant to see how long until Sasha Banks pulls a CM Punk.
Gets injured or quit?
Well, she's really good at quitting, so.
Can you imagine if she beats up Tony Khan? Oh, Jesus. That would be the greatest moment in wrestling history. Tony Khan brings in security because he's scared of her. And then the Jacksons try to jump her in the locker room. Oh, God. That'll hurt your coccyx. You see that?
Oh, he's holding his back, so it must have been bad.
He landed funny because of his coccyx. He throws him into it, but he flips over it, and he lands on his lower back. Oh, broke the count, which you don't have to do because the referee's on the outside. It makes no sense.
He's playing by the rules.
I just wanted to say coccyx 3 times.
And Robbie says, D, does your local vote matter in your town? Supposedly. Aoife says, yeah, I think Irish people are starting to stand up against the government. They're pushing too far and people are sick of it now, especially after this referendum. Yeah. Good. You guys should. Piccolo says, oh yeah, he talked his way into that stipulation. No bang bang scissor gangbangers allowed. What? Piccolo's like, Galileo. Sophie says, did you see Sheamus for some reason deactivated his Twitter account this week? Piccolo says, whoa, now watch your language, haha. Coccyx. Sophie says, with Sasha Banks and the AEW now, it seems so many fans will turn away. And he goes like, how about you turn away, Sophie? Oh no. Brown cows.
Yeah, cows.
Good night. See you Friday for Real Wrestling. And Dee's favorite person, The Rock. Yeah. So Friday, Sophie. He goes like forever and ever. Robbie says, not in my small town. It doesn't matter. Just posh councils just get elected and don't do anything for the people. You have a revolt.
In our town, we just happen to have just enough of each that it's almost a 50-50 split. So if you don't go out and vote, it can change. So a lot of places aren't like that, but ours is. Most of our state is one color, but in our town, and I'm talking about red and blue, I'm not talking about skin color. But our city is split because we have a university here. And so if you don't go vote, you can definitely lose in some elections or win in some elections. But even our sister city doesn't have to worry about that.
True. We're weird. And Pickle says, until the best wrestlers show up after WrestleMania. So says, I was never a true Sasha Banks fan. I think she's overrated. Robbie says, you gotta say it with plums in your mouth, D. And Pickle says, so how about those Mets? Robbie's like, we tried to revolt, but they ignored it. You gotta revolt harder. Pickle's like, cricket. I understand.
Old Jay White. Look at that chop. That just reverberated throughout the building.
So, Pickle, I know you were talking earlier about how this was like a match, that was great. Are you like happy about it still? Like the way it's going and everything, or
Darby and Jay?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good match so far. Oh, he went for that Sister Abigail right there. Jay White, that's the only problem with Jay White is he keeps going to that and it never works. You can't just keep trying to put somebody in your finisher. It looks stupid. Like you don't know what you're doing. And he does it like 3 or 4 times a match. Like, oh, I got him.
Vindicator says Mets and Yankees will suck again. It's their new tradition these days. Pickle's like, was I being facetious? I don't know. Were you being facetious? I mean, if you were, then I take my question back. Pickle's like, in general, I mean, they counter and they do spot monkey stuff, just like every single on Wednesdays. Not soon enough, apparently. As Sophie says, baseball season starts soon.
Yeah.
Vindicator says, good, solid, fundamental wrestling match. They haven't tried to kill each other yet. It was like my mom didn't even know this past Sunday was daylight saving time.
Just looked at our phone and was like, oh, I lost an hour. Darby, the house elf, just took a German suplex. Darby's not taking any time off. It's probably addicted to painkillers. You'd have to see his eyes.
Yeah, I don't know. Pickle says Fuji War. Robbie says, D, what happened to the Friday AEW show? Is it still on?
Yeah. Full Rampage.
Oh. I'm sure it is, Robbie.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Feels like waiting on you, Sophie. I mean, every fucking Sunday pay-per-view you're ruined over time.
So you think that they're going to change the pay-per-views an hour earlier, half hour earlier? That'd be okay. As long as they end early.
Yeah.
If they're just
they
doing
ended
it
at
to
8
add
o'clock
time,
instead of 9. Our time. But
Uh-oh, coffin drop, and it's over. But Jay White wisely moves to the outside. But look at this. Darby's just going to land on the side of him on the outside. Everybody knows it's coming.
Oh, God.
Here it comes.
Oh, fuck off. I don't think he made it.
No.
I think he missed him.
He missed half.
I think he missed him a little bit there. Jesus Christ. Robbie's like, Mox's not on tonight? I don't know. People says might as well call it a streak. Oh, God. Vindicator's like, this could be Darby's last match before he goes to climb Mount Everest. Beagle says he's been broken in half. Fucking idiot. Love this bastard. Robbie says, oh, this match is going nowhere.
Make sure he's healed up before he gets on Everest. You don't want open cuts and all that shit when you're up on the mountain. You fall and cut yourself. You don't want infections and all that crap. He's playing possum.
Vindicator says, people, you should go hiking
Sister
with Darby
Abigail,
someday.
2 and 3. Jay White beat him with the Sister Abigail.
Robbie's like, fair play, that was dangerous. Eagle says another win for the Bang Gang Bang Ganger Orangutan. Hosts on Terrell in the chat says on tomorrow night it's TNA Wrestling Sacrifice Fallout and Trolls band together on Peacock movie. Nice. Robbie says he's still drinking, ain't he? Well, it looks like from how he looks. Eagle's like, gang, Galileo. Who's drinking? Robbie, who are you talking about?
Darby's not going to shake his hand. He deserves to get beat. Bang.
I knew he wasn't going to shake his hand.
So Darby has no backup now because the Stinger's gone. So who's going to be his backup?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the other ones, right? Max Caster. And you're like, why are you picking on him? Because they're not heels. Break his ankle.
Oh,
That's what they're going to do. They're going to break him so he can leave.
And Robbie says Trolls the movie Rama. Stay in to watch that. People's like, who's going to save the fool now, Sophie? Robbie's like, Mox. And People's like, who is it? People's like, ah.
They're just going to break it. Very predictable.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
People's like, there it is. Ass man himself. Vindicator's like, ah ha ha ha.
Darby the house elf does not need to be beaten with a baseball bat. Don't corner him, badass Billy Gunn.
I was like, Vin, you had to show up now.
Look at this. Look behind him. Daddy Gunn's going to get hit with the baseball bat. Oh, no.
What? Huh.
The kid's going to attack him from behind. Nope. Oh, God! Hit him with the steel chair right across the forehead.
It's like, what the fuck? No. I was like, he's going to have no spine left.
Well, there it is. They broke the team up. All over Darby, the house elf. I don't know if Darby's worth fighting over. Oh, God. Nailed him with that title. pitch and catch with the championship belt.
Right.
Uh-oh, Sister Abigail. Uh-oh. Now they can break Darby's ankle like they were going to in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
This is how they started. They're going to break that ankle anyways. Broke it. Broke his ankle. But they're the Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Not no more. No more scissoring.
And Vindicator says from out of the shadows, but would you rather have me or Sophie? LOL. People's like, haha. Vindicator says this makes sense. Fans wanted the Bang Gang to break up.
There's another
People's
match.
like, oh, he's back in. He's
Jericho
shook,
and Hook.
smell blood. Robbie says, my man gonna be counting stars like One Republic after that chair shot to the cranium. And people's like, baddies be baddin'.
Jericho and Hook next. Hookamania.
Against each other? Oh.
They're teaming up against somebody, but I couldn't see what the says right. Gates of Agony.
What the fuck is that?
New team. March 29th.
It has some weird, like, skeletal. The monster.
Yeah, I don't know what his name is. I watched all the King Kongs when I was a kid, Godzilla's, but it's one from, like, I don't know if there was a comic book or what they found. Lighten your hair 9 levels. Women are going to be last. Meaning.
I can leave early.
You can't leave.
I can totally leave.
No, you're going to have to get used to her. She's here to stay.
People says, I believe it was never worth... Whatever. Fuck off. No, she ain't. People says, I believe it was never worth them teaming up for a cup of coffee. Oh, Sophie says, Wednesday nights, you never know if I'm going to come in or not. True.
You're unpredictable.
Feels like none of it made sense. None of it. Yeah, them getting together was weird. I don't know if it's because of the Guns and their dad and shit, but it's dumb as fuck. What a weirdo. Weirdo.
Ooh, the pebble. AEW Collision.
Mm.
You should probably watch that. Blade.
The first two are okay. The third one's really weird.
You like the Wesley Snipes type?
I don't mind them. But I like odd off movies like that. So.
Like the one with the train?
Train.
Motorcycle. Train.
And trains.
They blow the train up.
And they blow the train up. Oh.
And all, the vampires were all on the train.
Oh, priest.
Telling you what was happening that I remember.
There's a lot of movies that have fucking motorcycles and trains in them, dude.
Mm-mm.
So fucking just saying that doesn't help.
Broken Arrow. I don't know if that's a motorcycle on it though.
I bet it does.
Hookamania. So my new WWF hat that's up there,
Yeah.
you can't see it because the white rounds it out, so I don't have to lower it.
Mm.
I'll just put it down.
Where the orange one is?
Yeah.
The orange one? Or are you wanting to keep all of your wrestling hats up above?
Right, because I'm going to keep buying them and get rid of the. Well, I won't get rid of those hats, but I won't have them.
Oh.
And then I'll just do the whole wall. I thought about moving everything this way. So we sit over there, so we just leave like that way. And then the TV over here, and then that would be a solid wall. Thought about it the other day. It'd work. And then mount the camera on the wall. They have mounts. You don't have to have it on a tripod. Take all the
What
space.
wall? There's a window.
Right. It's not center.
It's where the window is, right where it's at. They're dressed for battle.
He looks like a target for like those water people.
Right?
I'm not making fun of his culture at all. I'm just saying that's what it looks like. You don't want to dress like that in the 17 and 1800s when the British showed up to Africa. They'd be like, "Oh look, targets," because they didn't give a fuck. By the way, back then they'd be like, "Oh, that's fun."
Mm.
I was reading a book. What's that called? The King Sullivan's Mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm reading it, and it's just like nonchalantly talking. You know, they're just like walking through Africa, and they run into like a herd of elephants, and he's like, "Oh, this is fantastic!" So he kills them all, and he's like, "I'll come back and get their tusks later." Like, and then they just keep going. It's just in the book, like it's not like a thing. It's just like, and then I was breathing, and we were walking. You could hear the breath. I just shot them all, and I'll come back and get them later for their tusks. They sell for a really pretty penny. Blah blah blah. Like, killed like 50 of them.
That's disgusting.
Right? There was millions, by the way. There was something like 20 million African elephants.
Kind of like the buffalo. Same thing. Weirdos. That's why I will never be able to watch that movie, by the way. That one that you wanted to watch and save it, it was that newer one of Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
I said, I can't watch it with you. I will never be able to watch that movie. I seriously won't be able to watch it.
It's in the new era, though.
I know, but
usually hurt animals. So
it doesn't matter.
They would do it somehow where you don't. You know he did it, but you don't see
I
it.
still won't be able to. Because I'll still think about it, so I won't be able to watch it with you. I'll be like, yeah, no, thank you. I can't do it.
Some guy just got arrested in Montana for breeding bighorn sheep, which is completely illegal.
Breeding them?
Yeah, so people can hunt them.
Oh, God.
And they're federally protected.
Yeah.
And so he's getting...
You can't breed them.
He can serve up to 5 years in prison. He's in a jail cell right now. But yeah, he genetically breeds them. Like, with genetics, he takes, like, DNA from other ones in different continents that are huge. And these things are over 300 pounds, the ones that he's breeding.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to ruin the ecosystem? Fuck you, dude. I'm glad he's in trouble. Fuck off, man.
Yeah, that's a big deal. And in Idaho, Wyoming, Montana, they don't fuck around with that stuff.
Fuck no, they don't.
Other states you could probably get away with doing weird things, like Texas, you could probably get away with doing weird shit.
I don't know.
Well, everything's private there.
I know, but I don't know if you could get away with doing weird shit like that, though.
I'm sure they breed all sorts of... I know they have zebra farms, but I don't think they breed zebras with donkeys or something.
That's what I mean. I don't think they breed actual zebras. Okay,
Oh,
fine.
shit! Jericho down to the floor.
But they probably don't go, you know what, it would be a really great idea. Let's make this a zebra. Yeah.
I want to stripe a giraffe.
And then we'll hunt them. It'll be great. Jesus Christ. Well, it's not just that. I mean, he's taking a sheep from another country that's bigger, not native, breeding it, and then possibly letting it go, introducing God knows what kind of diseases to the ones that we have.
That's what they're worried about.
And ruining their, not just the ecosystem, but the fucking animals themselves. That's fucked up. Like, he needs longer than 5 years. Fuck that shit.
Oh, I'm sure it's a lot.
Could you imagine? He would be under, like, their, like, watch at all times.
Well, that's the thing.
Like, if he ever got out of prison, they'd be like...
He's going to get out. He probably won't do 5 years. But the fines and everything else that goes with it, it's going to stop.
And the fact that from now until his death, he'll be watched like a hawk.
Right.
Because the Fish and Game won't fuck around with it either.
And they can play around with that with anybody that hunted. They could have their license taken away where they never hunt again.
Yeah.
In Idaho, Montana, Wyoming.
Yeah.
And that's a big game country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be long till they're hunting grizzlies. Because they're trying to pass that.
Oh, God.
And so they would all miss out on that.
That's just dumb.
And they would be all sorts of stuff.
They need to stop doing that, too. Like, get them so they're just so overabundant, then say, okay, now you can hunt them. Now, hey, we got them out of extinction and everything, it's fine.
It would be controlled. It'd be like 6 a year, and they would be just the males, and they'd be older. That's how they
How would they know? The fucking ain't gonna know.
You would go out with a guide, like a licensed guide, that knows where it's at and everything, or the area. What they do in Africa. Oh, God.
I'm not against hunting or anything like that. But there are some times where I think they do some really stupid shit.
You got to do it different. People need to think of things in a different light. If you don't want elephants to go extinct, if you don't want rhinos to go extinct, farm them for meat. You ever heard of a cow going extinct?
No.
No. They're abundant. They're everywhere. Just do the exact same thing. Let people hunt them. But you're breeding them in such a mass quantity because their meat's so good. And then they cannot go extinct. They're so abundant that they're everywhere.
I think their problem with that is they just don't want human involvement in it. And that's where they run against a wall, right? Mm-hmm. More than anything.
The big problem...
No matter what, they don't want human involvement, right? They don't want humans poaching them. They don't want humans hunting them. They don't want humans farming them. They don't want, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the big problem...
Take humans out of the equation. They're like, it'll be fine.
The big problem comes in when you, in Africa, because they're a poor country, is that when you go hunt a lion, you have to pay, it's like $35,000 to hunt a lion. They take you out, they have you kill the lion that's bugging the other lion. And then you shoot it, it's dead, you take it home. You can't take anything but the hide home.
Right.
And then now you give them $35,000 for their economy. Now they can hire a fish and game officer that can protect their animal.
Right.
From poachers.
Right.
When they make it illegal and you can't hunt there, which they have done, like in Kenya, there's nothing but poachers. And they can't police it because they have nobody under hire to police it. So It's all volunteers. And volunteers don't want to die.
Right.
Poachers will kill them.
Yeah. It's true.
And so the only way to maintain it is to allow the hunting. So
But controlled hunting.
Right. So like the real way to take care of it is to breed them.
Yeah.
So you can hunt for cheaper.
I mean, in all reality, that's what China did, right? I mean, their national animal is a panda, which Travis thinks is funny. But they did. They literally have bred pandas in captivity. They have bred them to save them so that they have an abundance of them. And so much so that they have recalled like all the pandas that they loaned out to other countries and places, they've called back. And are not going to do it anymore.
It's a hard one with a panda because they don't screw each other. So you have to do everything by hand, and then you can't release them because then they're hand fed, blah, blah, blah. So that's why
Pandas
they dress
are
up like them.
Pandas are funny. They're such a weird bear.
There's so many animals on this planet that are so retarded that you have no idea how they live. Like a sloth. Like, how does that thing live? Uh-oh. There it is.
That was fucking lame. Didn't even have an arm around him. That's the dumbest shit ever.
They all can't be classics. It's Hulkamania, though.
I mean, as Piccolo earlier said, like, the worst neighbor, Sophie is there. Robbie says, it was strange, and Piccolo says, here comes another Canadian. Damn them all. I ran out of snacks. Be right back. Robbie says, the beach is back. Robbie says, Gates of Agony. Did they go to Ross thrift store for their outfits? Robbie says, D, watch it. Don't mess about. I'm not going to watch it. And Brandon Stevens in the chat. Hey, Brandon. Welcome back, Wrestling Gab, White Willow Nightingale, Mary Brandon Stevens. Vindicator says, I would have rather seen a Don Callis speech on this Jerry Slow match. Feeling like this show will run a bit over time, otherwise Willow and Riho will only get 8 minutes or so.
That's okay, that's plenty of time.
Robbie says, don't kill the lion, what for? So elephants still get killed for tusks for piano keys?
No.
No, not necessarily for piano keys, but they do get killed for their ivory. You know that they started doing in a lot of places is they started staining the tusks, dyeing them, so that they're not worth anything. But it doesn't hurt the animal, it's just not worth anything. Vindicator says, Travis, it's hilarious to see Hulkamania tapping out a bigger guy. Bobby says, D, is that you watching Ace Ventura Pet Detective? D, you're a wet blanket not watching it. We watch it, Robbie. I don't care what you do. I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, to hunt an elephant is like $400,000, I think. That's what it costs. The guy that owns Jimmy John's does it. He has them on his page.
He doesn't own it anymore.
Jimmy John.
They made him sell it because of that. Yeah. The left got all sad and butthurt and offended. So they made him basically sell his company.
That one elephant protected how many because of the guards that they could hire with that 500,000. Is that like 15 maybe for a year?
Right.
7 for 2 years?
I don't know why they got so mad. He did everything he's supposed to do correctly. He paid money, buttloads of money, to go do something. It's weird, but whatever. Travis says, LOI, I thought it would be up your street watching it. Watching a show about murdering all of the bison in America?
No.
Not really. Nope. Sorry, buddy. I'm all for violence, but I'm not for anything to do with animals violence.
Sasha gonna come out and beat her up after the match? She's gotta win, right, Rico? She wins.
Against Willow?
Anybody doing bracketology at your work?
They haven't said anything. I doubt it. Oh, God, yeah.
Muscle tight.
Have my feet up and cat on me. I have to be in one spot the whole time. Vindicator says, Travis, you gonna wear that Hulkamania hat for the WrestleMania stream?
No.
Robbie says, but you eat meat, yeah, but lots of places don't do it humanely. Yeah, and your point.
I have to ask Brandon if he does it humanely. He's the manager of a slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse. Yeah, I eat meat. You know, I don't care about that part. Like, I know it bothers a lot of people, but I eat them, so I don't really care. The reason why I have a hard time with the whole bison thing is because of the waste. It has nothing to do with if they would have ate them, fine, but it was just waste. They did it for weird reasons, poaching reasons and stuff like that. I'm not a fan of that. I never have been and I never will be. If you poach an animal because you want to feed your family, more power to you. I don't care. Fine, fuck. But if you poach an animal because you wanted their skin or you wanted the horns on their head or some kind of a prize.
Some people just want to shoot them and leave.
Or that. I was getting there. That's just fucked up. But you're barking up the wrong tree when it comes to cows and pigs and goats and chickens and all that, sheep even, that kind of meat. They're raised to be eaten. There's a difference. So. Oh, God.
Hulkamania.
I was like, nah, it doesn't bother me either. Yeah, it's a waste. I get ya. The needless.
There it is. Jericho wants to wrestle him.
Killing
April 21st.
He's going to.
Oh my God. That was this.
Well. That worked out real well.
Hogan could talk way better than that.
Do you want this?
I've been eating clean all day. Crap.
No, that's fine. I just
Going back.
Thought I'd just ask. No problem. It was just a question. Vindicator says Willow gear is awesome, but yet another person wearing all red tonight. LOL. Robbie says AEW with a great 2-hour show. That's how I feel about the show tonight.
Just
garbage.
Good.
What?
Willow. She's, to me, disgusting. Not as a person. Here comes Riho.
Yeah. Robbie says, it was so great the show made D burp. Well, ha ha.
David versus Goliath. She takes thigh gap to another level.
Riho?
Mm-hmm. She like has her feet together and this is the gap all the way up.
He sent a message back.
Was he not on? I just read it after the show.
They're not doing anything.
It's a match.
They're pretending. Oh, look, there they go. Let's pretend. She's used to wrestling much larger opponents than her. No, really? That's weird. Robbie says, couldn't they start off with this match? This ain't no end match. Yeah, they should have. Like I said, they did the whole card backwards tonight. They did the males heavyweight championship, the major championship of AEW, first. That's fucking dumb.
Hopefully they worked their way backwards.
Hopefully you're not giving any kind of, like, we're interested vibes.
You're interested.
Because I'm not. Vindicator says, Travis, you ever seen Dalitha in a skirt?
Well, are you talking about like a skirt? Because I consider this a skirt, but girls consider anything that's from the waist down a skirt because a dress goes over your shoulders and the skirt starts at the waist. But yeah, obviously, I'm pretty sure I have.
What? Never. I never wore a Red Riding Hood skirt. Never. For Halloween.
That would have been a short dress. But it was short. Yeah.
Vindicator says, but Rio is a former champ, Ravi.
Yeah.
Ravi says, I'm sure Dee would look good in a Bridget Jones skirt.
Never seen Bridget Jones' Diary, so with Renee Zellweger. I'm trying to remember if I have. I haven't. I know I haven't. Riho rolls her up. What? Oh, I thought they might end it during the break. Let us all go home early.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So we already know that Monet is coming out, or they wouldn't have this as a main event. This isn't a main event match.
True.
Which is weird because obviously it's the face Willow. The only other thing I could think of is if they wanted to start it out at the top, is Britt Baker shows up and attacks one of them as a heel, and then she comes in. But I don't see that happening because she already has experience with Willow. And Willow's slowly been turning heel with Statlander and what's his name? The attorney guy. Or not the attorney, but Anne Hathaway's dad. Yeti sweat. How do you get Yeti sweat?
I know. I didn't know they sweated.
Of course they sweat.
Why would they?
They have sweat glands. They're not big.
Pickle says, boy, would you look at that. 8:55. Pickle's like, time for some pie. Pie, huh?
Is it 3.14? That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's pie day.
Why would I? I don't care. Why would I care about that?
Have meat pie.
Yeah.
Like one of those, like, what is that called? A pot pie.
No. Not my cup of tea.
Where it's like a stew in a roll.
Exactly. Gross.
This Friday is 316 day. Austin 316.
That would be Saturday.
This
Today's
Saturday
Wednesday.
is 316 day.
Nope. Today is Wednesday the 13th. Tomorrow's Thursday the 14th. Friday is the 15th. And then it's the 16th. That's usually how it goes in counting. It's weird. I don't know why they do it like that. They should do the 16th before the 15th. Make it just spicy and interesting.
Uh-oh, 619! Riho is showing off. That's not going to work. Crossbody!
Wow. Sure enough, throwing momentum to get her down on the ground.
Used her whole body as a weapon.
For quitness.
He's thinking of Sasha coming out. They're quitting.
Oh, they're quitting? Yeah.
Next week, Okada versus whatever his name is. Ed and Eddie. Oh, God. Two. Riho almost had her there, too.
Vindicator's like, Riho almost hurt herself trying to lift up Willow.
Yeah.
She's risking her career, just like Darby. She does that a lot. Feels like, pounce, OMG. What?
Hit up top. Hit her with the coup de grace.
Feels like, stop the injuries.
I love the announcers. She's felled a lot larger opponents than her.
Feels like spot monkeys. Well, Willow likes to hurt people. And Riho's just tiny enough for it to be a problem. She's like, do I get my front or my back? I'm not sure.
There it is. Her
Oh,
finisher. The coup de grace. She's like the boss.
Nicole's like, yep, one of my fave holidays.
Ricky Staniki this year. She was like,
Oh, God.
pumping herself up.
Oh, no.
I said she's like the boss of Ricky Staniki. So much poise. Showing a lot of it. Funky is on a roll. Oh, there it is. Nope. All right, Riho couldn't finish her, so now what's she gonna do? Nope, ducked it. Willow can do sit up. Nice. Oh! That's a hell of a lariat. Oh, here comes the straps coming off.
Oh. Gross.
Like Otis. There it is. No, Riho rolls her up. Nope. A delayed gut wrench. Power bomb. She did it. Willow beats her. That's a shame. Here she comes. Anytime. Run away! Look, we're going out there. We're going out there.
see everyone on the next day of the humps. All right, Vindicator. Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We'll see you next Wednesday, I guess, unless we see another live sighting of some kind. We might see you for that for, 0.5 seconds or something. Otherwise, have a great rest of your week and weekend.
Yeah.
Take care out there.
Liv isn't wrestling that we know of. It's going to be, what's her name, Naya and Becky. There's the lights just went out.
Julia!
Lights just went out. There she is. Julia Gulia.
Nice.
So guess what? So guess who's gonna come down and help Willow?
The throw up person.
Sky Blue versus Sasha, or will Sasha join these girls? They're chanting CEO. CEO. Here it comes. The CEO's coming down. There she is. She's actually in wrestling gear this time, so she went in the back and changed. Sky Blue. She nailed Sky Blue, knocked her down. One punch. Julia and Sasha. That was a boot. Julia's down. Sasha Banks. Look behind you. There's a big willow. Big willow tree. She's going to hug her. Oh, she picked her hand up for her. That was it. Boss time. She is dancing in the middle of the ring. I think it's over, though. She's not going to talk.
Hey. Yeah. Chris is in the chat said this is me. I'm so glad I missed this show. Fuck that crowd trying to get this garbage. People say, how about that?
It's just the same girl. She's doing the same shit. She's not doing anything different. Chip, chip, cheerio.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it.
Cut away.
You're not talking. You want to talk? Talk. Say something. Talk about what's happening. Well, you're asking why I want to cut away.
Not you. I said why they don't cut away.
Oh.
She's out there hugging fans.
Oh.
You hear parts of stuff and then you do this over the week. Well, that's what I'm saying. Why aren't they cutting away?
Why aren't we? There's not. Anyways, thanks for watching with us tonight for AEW Dynamite. We'll be back again on Friday for WWE SmackDown. You guys have a great rest of your week.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.
Bye.